Hello, fellow Star Wars fans. It's Starrapter here, coming at you with another The Mandalorian review. This time it's for Season 1, Episode 7, the penultimate episode, titled The Reckoning. As always, this is a spoiler-free review, so you have been warned. This one is directed by Deborah Chow and written by Jon Favreau. And holy crap, guys, this was the best episode yet. This episode ended on a cliffhanger. It really had so much tension built in. So many moments where I was just on the edge of my seat and I was cheering. I was pretty much crying at the end of this episode. We lost Kuil. I'm pretty sure he's a goner. So sad, so sad. And Baby Yoda is in the hands of the Remnant Empire, led by the just introduced Moff Gideon, played by Giancarlo Esposito. And he is so perfectly evil. But I want to get into this episode from the beginning. What makes this episode so good is it really just rewards everybody for watching, as far as getting all these characters that we've been seeing introduced in one-off episodes that we thought they were, but now they are put together in a crew, and it's just so rewarding seeing everybody come together, from Kuil to IG-11. Let's talk about IG-11. I mean, I'm so excited that this guy is back. He was such a cool character in that first episode. You have Kuil going into this nice flashback about him repairing this droid, and it was such a cool moment actually seeing him reprogram this droid to go from a hunter-killer droid to being more of a benevolent droid that actually has to kind of do like physical therapy as far as walking and picking things up. I thought that was such a great moment, and him just offering tea, that was just so great. Baby Yoda in this episode, phenomenal. Like, there's moments where he's hanging upside down looking, he's walking around, he has this little floaty hover chair again, but the fact that he had his force abilities showcased, he did a force choke on Cara Dune while they were doing an arm wrestling match on board of the Razor's Crest. Like, unbelievable that we actually see him protecting the Mandalorian. This is the second time he's done something like this. And another moment in the show when they're getting attacked on Novaro by these dragon-esque creatures. These things are super powerful. They poisoned Greef Carga, and he gets healed by Baby Yoda. Like, it's unbelievable. That moment, the music and everything just swelling up was just so magical. And we get to know that he's not a clone. He's not genetically modified according to Kuil. It's actually nice getting the pronunciation of his name in this one, Kuil. And now we know why he's so important. And we see Moff Gideon, he's saying, "You do not know how important this creature is to me." Why? Why is he saying that? It's just this question that we've been asking ourselves for the longest time. But to see the twist with Greef Carga, I kind of called that from the beginning when I seen him on the holo call. Like, there's no way this guy is calling the Mando after trying to get himself killed. Now he's going to be friends with him. And the fact that that healing motion was the thing that actually turned in his brain. It was just this miraculous moment where it's just like, okay, I see the importance of this creature. We cannot have it given to the Empire to experiment on. And let's just talk about the Empire for a moment, the Remnant Empire. We have the client, which he's dead. I'm pretty sure he's dead, and we don't really know what his name is besides the client, but the fact that he was going on this awesome monologue, Werner Herzog, just been a great gravitas kind of role added to this show, which really is elevated in my opinion. And he's going over, like, you don't know why the Empire was good. Like, you look around and it's chaos. It's just war everywhere and criminals running rampant. And with the Empire, at least there was organized control, and there wasn't a lot of crazy stuff going around. And Moff Gideon, this is the actor that played Gus Fring in Breaking Bad, which is easily one of the best villains ever made for anything. And he is showing so much prowess in the short little moment that he was in. From that very first moment we see him on the holocaust, he ordered the Death Troopers to kill his own people and anybody else involved in that building. Like, just the fact that he's so cunning, he is so cold and calculated, like any good Imperial villain is. And him arriving in that awesome modified TIE fighter with its wings folding out, I was like, oh, that's just a cool looking TIE fighter, until it lands. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? Like, this thing's wings freaking fold? Like, that is so cool. And he's out there and he's got this entire regiment of stormtroopers. And I'm going to call it back to the panel that I got to attend during Star Wars Celebration in Chicago in April. And Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau were like, yeah, we didn't have enough costumes for this certain scene. And now I think we're looking at that scene, because they actually had to hire the 501st Legion to actually fill in the ranks of these stormtroopers. And it is just miraculous. To see this episode leave off on a cliffhanger like we've never seen before in the series was just so effective. effective. Again, Deborah Chow doing an amazing job directing this episode, having the speeder bikes flying through and having that cut to Kuil with the Baby Yoda. Such a sad moment. You see Baby Yoda on the ground like, wait, what? What? And you have Mandalorian calling, and you see his body just smoking, and that's the end of the episode. That's the end of the episode. How the heck are they going to get out of this one, guys? I mean, I'm hoping that the Mandalorians come in. I'm hoping that they just kind of went off planet, and somehow Mandalorian's going to send out a signal to them. I think that's what's going to happen. They expected 4 troopers. I called it out. I was like, there's no way there's only 4 troopers. There's no way. The fact that we have Death Troopers back in Star Wars from Rogue One, I mean, this is awesome. We got this regiment of the Scout Troopers too, seeing Scout Troopers for the first time from Return of the Jedi, seeing a troop transport. First was a toy that was never in a movie, and then being featured in Star Wars Rebels, and finally seeing it in live action was such a thrill. Such a thrill. But yeah, this episode, this is it, guys. Like, we've been building to this moment for 6 episodes prior, and now we're seeing the payoff. This is the biggest thing I want to take away from this episode. Viewing this episode just one time, I definitely want to see it at least once, if not twice, if not 4 times now, because it looks awesome, and just the intensity is just, everything's building up. Like, we got all these little episodes that I know some people might have complained online saying, hey, look, like, this doesn't amount to anything. Well, I think we're seeing the ramifications of what happens when we play the long game, and we're seeing how these things are playing out slowly. We're getting these episodes where it's like one-offs, but we're doing a lot of character development. So then when these characters end up in an episode like this, we're seeing Cara Dune with a little bit of the New Republic and the Rebels, and she has to cover up her tattoos and stuff like that. Just little moments like that are what make the show so good and make it excel past anything we've seen in Star Wars, in my opinion, so far. But yeah, I can go on and on about this episode, but I want to keep it kind of short. So what'd you guys think of The Mandalorian, The Reckoning? I love that title, by the way. Let's talk about it all in the comment section below. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. I review The Mandalorian on a weekly basis, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on my review for the final episode, which we have to now wait till next Friday. Luckily, we have just a little small indie movie coming out tomorrow as of me recording this, called The Rise of Skywalker. So, of course, you expect my thoughts on that as well. So that's going to do it for me, Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. This is the way. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.